Dear AI aspirants, welcome to our channel Alex Text Project. Today we try to see the lambda function. So what are the patterns or what are the different cases which has been there in the lambda? So the prerequisite for the lambda, so you must know how to write a normal functions in the Python. So that is the prerequisite. If you didn't have the prerequisites, please watch our video on the functions. It has been already there in our playlist. Without further delay, now let us jump into the session. Okay, now how we need to write? So the first one is the lambda function name is equal to lambda is the keyword. Okay, and now these are the arguments, and this is the return or expression. So this is the case number 1. Now let us see, or a pattern number 1. So now I am giving an integer or float value, so I am adding something. I am adding some offset. So add offset, okay, is equal to lambda x is the one, so I'm adding x plus 10. So now how do you call? So take this one, add offset. Now you pass your value like 100. Now you can do, so this is 110. So now what I want to say, if with respect to the integers, if we want to do arithmetic operations like a plus, minus, into, divide by, power, such things you can do it. With a single variable you can do some calculations, maybe temperature, Celsius to Fahrenheit, centimeters to meter, centimeters to feet. So one unit to other unit, so that you can do the conversion by using this lambda. So what is the difference between the lambda function and the def normal function? Where a normal function will take a lot of code, will try to consume the lot of code where you can use it. But if it is straightforward, just by around that one, if you can do some operation, so that is the lambda function, a simplified expression. So you can use it for the lambda. So all the integer simple related expressions you can do it, whether it's integer or float. Now I want to take the same thing for the strings. Okay, so now I am giving the string as a yes. Let us take this as a yes. So now what I want to identify, if it is a string, if I am giving, it can give the len. So if I want the string of this one, you can pass, and you can call this as a string all the related string len. Okay, string len, and you can pass the text Python. Okay, here is this is the name of the lambda function. So you can see, okay, it is a 6. So all the strings related function. So what were the strings related function? Okay, you can call them upper, lower, case fold, title. Okay, so these are the min, max. So all the strings related functions you can call it. So what are in a simplified manner, what you can do in a one line, the operations you can call with as a lambda. So this is in this one add offset I have given, whether it is an integer or in a float you can take it. Here you can take it as a string based. So this is the case number 1 or a pattern number 1. So now let us see the pattern number 2. This is the same, but it is taking 2 arguments. So again, lambda function name, lambda arguments. This is the argument number 1 and 2. Okay, so this is the expression. So this is the one. Let us see one example. Okay, now add two numbers. Okay, is equal to lambda x comma y colon x plus y. Okay, now let me take this function name, and I want to add 10 comma 20 30. So this, in this case number 2 or pattern number 2, we are giving two arguments. One is argument 1, another one is argument 2. Okay, so like this I am passing two arguments. The expression is x plus y. So if you want to multiply x into y, x divided by x minus y, so what you want to do with that two variables you can. Similarly, if you are passing two arguments in the strings, it can concatenate s1 plus s2, or it can find what is the which length, the one of the string which is having highest length. So that is also you can see it. If two elements you are passing, that expression, okay, you can take it as an average also, x plus y divided by 2. So what you can do by taking that 2, and if you have it as a 2 argument, we can also do the BMI, that is weight divided by height square. So this is the expression. So now I have used the simple expression on the, if two arguments is an integers, you can do the integer. If two arguments are strings, you can do the strings operations on the given two strings. Yeah. Now let us see the third pattern. So the third pattern. So here you are passing the argument 1, 2, 3, but I am giving argument 3 for the default value. So there is a default values is also there, whether it can take the default value or not. Let us see it. Okay, now what we need to write it, maybe we try to see the average. Okay, is equal to lambda. Now let me take n1, n2, n3, n4 is equal to 10 colon n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus n4. I am taking the average. Okay, now average is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can pass 10, 20, 30, 40. So the 40 is replaced. Now you can see it over here. So this we try to make it as a 40. Next I am taking this and here I am skipping the 40, I am giving 10, 20, 30, but still n4 is equal to 40, it's substituted and calculated. So the default arguments. Now let us see the case with if condition. So whether the given number is positive or negative, the given number is even or odd. So these things, conditions based, less than or greater than, smaller or largest number. So such things we can do with the lambda function. So how you can see it, let us see. Maybe positive or negative. Okay, so this is the one thing we can do. So now what is this one, lambda. Okay, so this is the first is the x. Okay, so now what we try to do is the outcome. So if it is a true, if x is greater than 0, else false. Okay, positive, negative. I am taking this function name and hand overing to the 10. Say true. If I am hand overing minus 10, so false. So lambda x, true if x is greater. So this, if x is greater than 0, what you want to say, that you need to write before, else what you want to say after that one. It is a single, simply you need to write. It will not include multi-line and so much complex. So in that case you can use the def functions notation. So this is the fourth method. You can say this if and else. So in this case also you can take a positive, negative, or even or odd. So greater, if two variables it has been given, so whether which one is the greatest number. Okay, so now the name I am taking as a greater or a largest among the two, x comma y. If it is x is greater than y, else y. and I am taking the function name largest, and I am putting 10 comma 20. See, 20 will be the largest. So if I am changing the 20 comma 10, you can see the 20 will be printed. So in this one, 20 is greater than 10, so x is written in the previous case, else y is it has been written. So these are the 4 cases we have seen. The first one, lambda function name, you need to write syntax, lambda arguments and expression. In the arguments we are taking 1 and expression is also simple. Second case, we are taking arguments as a 2 and expressions also we included the 2. And in the third case, in arguments we are giving the default value. In the fourth case, we have seen if and else. Okay, so these are the 4 cases around the lambda function we have seen. The only the thing is, it should be very simple and easy to write in a single line, then only we can use the lambda function. Compared to the def function, lambda functions is very fast to execute it. So that is the plus or the upper hand about the def. Are you replace every def? No. If a function will be having a lot of in a code, we cannot replace with a lambda. So hope if you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Until then, bye.